They have long been one of the most famous creatures in Final Fantasy history. And for this special event, they're the focus of attention. So, when you want to really get into the spirits, you go and turn yourself into one. Yes, if you can believe it, this is an actual outfit that you can wear in this game. All you need to do is fulfill the necessary requirements, and this Chocobo outfit, head and body, can be yours. Obviously, you won't be able to necessarily get it right away, but that doesn't mean that we still can't have fun running around dressed up like a Chocobo. And in case you're wondering who this is, well, why don't we just take off the head and show you who's underneath. Yep, it's our good friend Mathia, and he'll be running around dressed as a Chocobo for this special event. So greetings, people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Overall Autism for this special bonus video from Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. We have reached the end of 2016, and with it comes the reintroduction of the annual end-of-year, start of next year that Final Fantasy XIV does. Basically, it's their take on Chinese New Year, and for 2017, it happens to be the year of the cock. And no, I'm not kidding, that is actually what it is known as. I know it sounds weird, especially if you live in the Americas, where they are traditionally known as roosters, but by and large, they are known elsewhere in the world as cocks. So yeah, imagine how much fun we're going to have with this event. But it's all for the right reasons, of course, because we're celebrating basically Chinese New Year. And who better to do it with than our friends from the Far East, who are once again bringing their Chinese New Year style traditions to the realm of Eorzea. So let's speak with the Tori Bugyo, the man responsible for this year's event, officially known as Heavensturn in game, the level 15 quest entitled 1,000 Blows. The Tori Bugyo is desperately trying to catch your eye. But he needs to turn around in order to do that, because there's already so many people facing him. A moment if you please, my lord. You are not perchance one of these esteemed Eorzean adventurers I hear so much about, are you? I am. And I dressed up for the occasion. Ah, what astounding luck! You see, I and the Tori Bugyo come from distant lands to share with your people our Heavensturn customs. Unfortunately, I've been finding it nearly impossible to arouse any interest in our festivities. Whether we were aware before arriving on your souls oils that our styles of celebration differ greatly, never did we imagine we'd be met with such indifference. To the contrary, given that this is the year of the cock, we were convinced your people would embrace us with open arms. After all, Eorzea is home to some of the biggest cocks in the realm, Chocobos. Yet every time I approach the citizens to ask them if they would join me, and together usher in the new year with this virile beast, all I receive are mumbled excuses or disapproving scowls as they quickly rush away. I thought perhaps the problem originated with the fact that I was doing too much telling and not enough showing, and to remedy this situation, had this forged. And yes, that is a chocobo on top of his helmet. That is something that they do every year with this event. They put up an animal on their samurai kabutos to show everyone what Chinese New Year event is going on. Simply smashing, isn't it? Who I thought would be able to resist the allure of this fine creature. Alas, when I asked passers-by if I might present them with a lovely yellow cock, I was met with irritated groans and affronted gasps. I wonder who was responsible for doing something like that. Yeah, I'm looking at a specific group of people right now. When I invited them to touch this most prized of far eastern treasures, their response was even less enthusiastic. Rather than risk incurring further offense, I have decided to redirect our efforts and instead bring our people together with desserts. And what better way to do so than with the crown jewel of far eastern treats, the rice cake. For that to happen, however, we must first make mochi. I don't suppose you're familiar with this practice of mochi pounding. Well, given that we did this last year, we are. To think that you are not only a great adventurer, but one who is also as well versed in the art of mochi pounding. while the fates themselves couldn't have arranged a fortuitous encounter. If the last Heavensturn festival is anything to go by, there's nothing better than bringing people together than rice cakes fresh from the mortar. By distributing these to the masses, we are sure to enjoy the same amount of success. And that is why I stopped you, my friend. You see, after my countless failures, I feel it best for me to retire from the front lines of this campaign and leave it to those who have the charm I lack to seem to lack to advertise our sweets. Please, my good sir, will you help me spread the word? Yeah, I can help you out. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Seeing as I have already dispatched some of my delegates to appeal to the citizens on the upper decks, I would ask that you use that delightful smile of yours to persuade those down below. Yeah, for some reason they keep painting back over to Matthias, but have him nod his head. No doubt with a renowned adventurer such as yourself advocating us, nothing can go wrong. Haha, I see it already. Throngs of people lining up, mouths frothing in anticipation. Our Mochi Daikon will be beyond pleased. And, speaking of which... Did you perhaps hear my... Oh, well, if it isn't Matthias Griffin, on Hero's side for sore eyes. The core of making rice cakes was too great to resist, I take it. Well, that makes 2, or 4 of us rather. I managed to convince a couple of the Cyclops from the last Heavensturn to assist you once again with the mochi pounding. Assuming you've already agreed to help, with both them and you at our side, the year the cook is certain to be a resounding success. And so, as you can see, the production of our rice cakes is in safe hands. Now all that's left to do is alert the people to the fact that free desserts are on their way. And so, that is exactly what we will do. Yeah, it says... I know it probably sounds weird to some of you, but keep in mind that the point of this is to actually recognize various things such as Chinese New Year. Now, I know that the Chinese do not celebrate their New Year until... the time of year that's usually done is the end of January or the start of February. I actually haven't taken the time to research specifically what date it lands on this time around. But I do know that it is the year of the cock, and I know that for you people with disgusting minds out there, yes, I know you are out there and you watch this stuff, that this is not what they mean. That's probably why they're choosing to do it this way, just so that people will not be necessarily looking at this event with confusion. So we need to let people know that free desserts are available. We need to start by speaking with Yellow Jacket Rice Flow. How appropriate of a name. Spit it out loud, I haven't the time to cater to each and every adventurer who pulses this way now. Well, if you just give me a moment of your time. Oh, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll be there. As you can see for yourself, I never want to turn down free food. And we have to notify 2 other people also. So we gotta go to the other side of the main Aetheryte. And our second person of interest is right over here, Swostblat. Hello there. A fine evening to you, sir. Are you looking to purchase anything in particular, or are you simply interested in browsing our wares? Well, actually, this is what I'm here for. Oh, a festival! With complimentary desserts to boot. You can bet your left leg I'll be there. Those of us on Hokarazari are always on the prowl for a bargain, and there's no better deal than free. And then the third person we have to speak to is going to be quite a bit of distance out. So, we're just going to make our way over to the Arcanist Guild, because that's the closest spot to person number 3. Here they are, the Mikote Rabara in front of the Arcanist Guild. Why, hello there! What brings you to Mialvan's Gate? This is what brings me to Mialvan's Gate. Oh, goodness me, is it that time of year already? Well, I'd best finish my work here so I can join the festivities. So now that we've let our 3 people of interest know. Yeah, I know it looks awkward for Matthias' Mikote tail to be sticking out, but yeah, they didn't exactly provide support for my tail. Like, they did so on the pig outfit that you can purchase from the gold saucer that I've shown off in a previous stream, but yeah, this unfortunately does not make the cut in terms of concealing a Mikote's tail. So back over to the Bugyo. Hey there, sir. Mathia, you are finally come. Tell me, were the people thrilled by the news? They were, actually. Fantastic. We must tell the Mochi Daikon right away. He is told day and night to... never mind. It seems he's already heard. Look, he's so excited he's running it this way at full tilt. And he's out of breath. But not for the right reasons. Birds! Birds, sir! Droves of them! Or coming to steal our rice cakes! Yeah. What? Oh, what? You can't possibly be serious! Of course I'm serious! Would I have run all this way if I wasn't? Can't you see we don't have much time and I'm desperate in need of your help? Or perhaps... You! Yes, Mathia! You look like you'd be able to hold your own against the birds and rescue our Mochi. Please, might you accompany back to the site? I can. And that draws interest from the Chogo that's with us. What is it, boy? What's the matter? I think he means to say he wants to come with us. Very well then. Before we head off to the pounding site, however, there is one more stop I must make. Mathia, perhaps you remember the splendid creature that is Jiromaru. Yes, that particular thing was, animal that was featured in last year's Heavensturn. I shall go and fetch him, that we might rely upon his expertise on the retrieval of rice cakes. Allowing a monkey to help with the opening of festivities of the year for the clock will invite a mountain of misfortune, you say? Yes, indeed, your confusion is not unwarranted. While any Orzier Paisas are commonly thought as of monkeys, it is not necessarily so in other parts of the realm. Allow me to explain, you see. The Paisa is possessed of a grace unlike any other creature. By such is their agility, these animals swing from tree to tree to tree, is often likened to that of a large bird in flight. As such, we consider these feathered simians to be more bird than monkey. But I digress. We have much more pressing matters at hand. Adventurer, please find your way to the Mochi pounding site. I shall bring Jiromaru as well as our eager Chocobo friend and rendezvous with you there. And so away they go. So now we have to go get Advent cakes. We have two options that we can go to do this. The one that's closest to us is actually going to be outside the gate that leads to Middle Lanosea. So we're going to make our way over to the Aethernet Shard and go out of the Zephyr Gates. Now, like I said, if you remember last year's events for Heavensturn, for Chinese New Year, was it already started? Okay, actually, that one just finished. Okay. So, yeah, that's our destination. We have to wait for this fate to reappear so that we can help out and get some rice cakes. So, I'm going to take a quick time out, go to that particular pounding site, because we actually have to engage in combat for it. So I'm going to dress Mathia for battle, and I will meet you at the site for the fate once it activates. Back in a moment. Okay, so the Daikon has appeared. So let's go ahead and get started. So we can get some stuff done two ways. We can hit the Mochi that you see here, or we can hit the Mochi Thieves. There are these options that we do have. Yeah, there's a thief over there. Or you can take the really risky attempt and try and score a Mochi Cake by trying to go where the mortar is. But that version is not really recommended, if for no other reason than the fact that if you try and attempt it, you're going to die. If you are going to make such a bold move, the best way you can do it is to wait for a really long recast. If you can get at least 2 cakes and then run them back before the hammer goes down again, then you can get some more cakes that way. But yeah, the best way to get it is by eliminating the enemies that try and snatch it for themselves. Yeah, here's a good... Yeah, the other person that's doing this with me is taking a really aggressive risk here. But yeah, a person who has a long-range attack is really good for this. Which is why I am utilizing such a character. But yeah, take 2 cakes, step back, have someone snipe that for me. Oh, yeah, that is a Mochi Thief. Yeah, where do you think you're going? Yeah, get on out of here. Yeah, let's keep going. So we just keep getting cakes until the point that the white bar is full. But yeah, you'll remember I utilized this tactic last year after my attempt to get up close and personal failed miserably. Because yeah, you can see the recast time it varies so much. You really need to be fortunate, because if you don't, sadly, you end up like him. This is why having ranged is so good. But yeah, I've got 17 cakes. We're gonna have to get more than that if we want to fulfill the quota. Now, if you get knocked out, it's not the end of the world. You can still keep attempting to get more cake. Just be advised that you better get back as fast as you can. Right, get 1 cake, pull it back. And then if the Advent Mochi appear, go get them. Okay, that might be too much of a risk. And yeah, all these other feral enemies that are in the way, like, just get rid of them if you can. Because if nothing else, they're just in the way. And that's all they are. This might be cutting it too close. Oh, go, 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 go. But yeah, that shows you just how dangerous this is. There's another 7. See if we can target the birds that are stealing this stuff. Yeah, there would have been a golden opportunity to take advantage of the upper long's cast timer. Oh, here's another good prolonged cast timer. We can probably get 2 out of this. In fact, I'll even try 3. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we got 3 out of that. Yeah, I need to do a better job of trying to cycle through opponents. Yeah, look at all the enemies that are trying to have their own part of this. That's not what I wanted to attack. Alright, step back and give more to Jiromaru. Because at this point we pretty much have assured that we will get the maximum rating for this fate. It's just a matter of keep constantly going and try not to die in the process. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Thankfully, the cast timer is long enough. Thankfully, it was a long enough cast timer. Yeah, do your thing. Oh, more Advent Mochi appeared. Not taking my chances with that one. Because, yeah, if he has a really quick cast timer like that, that's a bunch of death. Yeah, this is not an easy challenge at all. They really make you work for this. And that's 6 more. Alright, I can take a chance on this one. Alright, step back. But yeah, if you have a healer nearby who can raise anyone who is an unfortunate casualty of this event, then that definitely helps. Oh, Eris, I don't know what you were thinking. But yeah, you're about to get a rude awakening. Yeah, this challenge is not for the faint of heart. At all. Alright. So someone else has also contributed and has finished our required quota, but we can keep going for another minute. If we want. Yeah, it's basically last year's events, which I'm sad that it's the same one as last year. Because with because when you look at the other events that have taken place over the years, they have offered some originality into them, and to see that it wasn't demonstrated here for this event is rather unfortunate. There's another 4. But yeah, having range is so helpful here. And one more for good measure. And when all is all said and done, we turned over 44 of these things. And his nightmare of vengeance is over. Let's go back to Limsa Laminsa and give the good news to the Bugyo. Which also means we'll, of course, be changing back into our Chocobo costume. So I'm just waiting on the opportunity to go back. But yeah, I can expect it's going to be busy when we return. Half Castle. Also need to, yeah, of course, change back once we get there. Like I said, it's a busy day because it's a brand new event. Alright, changing over back to my Choco. There we go. Should probably just remove the head for now. Because yeah, we want the big guy to remember us, right? We want the Bugyo to remember us and recognize us. Hello. So now that the sun has risen on a new day. Ah, heroes returned. Mathia, I cannot put to words how much I appreciate all you have done for us. Just look at all the joy you have spread to the people of Eorzea. And we actually get to see the fruits of our labor. Yeah, our Paisa friend and our Chocobo, along with the Daikon, are definitely the talk of the town. Thanks to you, the Mochi Daikon's late nights traveling with the Cyclops have finally paid off, and the buds of friendship between the East and the West have finally begun to blossom. But not only that, it looks as though our Chocobo friend and Jiromaru have found a special bond of their own. Your extraordinary kindness serves us through our darkest hour, and what made this Heavensturn so spectacular. And for all your hard work, I would like to present you with this, your very own Kok Kabuto. Wear it with pride, my friend. Thank you. Now the festivities aren't over just yet, so it's in time you enjoyed for yourself what is this most merry of seasons has to offer. You have more than earned it. Oh, but if for whatever reason you find yourself in want of something more to do, I'm sure a Mochi Daikon will be most eager to have an extra pair of hands to help with the remainder of the rice cakes. So yeah, this is something you can do repeatedly if you want, if you're so daring. But for reward we get experience if you need it, Gil, as well as not 1, but 2 Torikabuto. And thus, Heavensturn 2017 comes to an end. So when you say we take a look at the headpiece that we got from the people here, Do I have them? Oh no, I need to clear some space. Well, I can't show off the one. I can show off the one Kabuto. Yeah, there we go. Now, as you may have noticed, the helmet even on the mask part of it even has the little beak on it, which kind of goes appropriately with the Chocobo look, and makes all the sense in the world to have it this way. So, I'm really looking forward to actually making use of these helmets when they introduce Stormblood later on in the summer. So it'll definitely get a lot of face time when I start building up that particular warrior class when it's made available. But for now, we're going to end it here for this special bonus video. And I'd like to thank all of you for watching this video for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And we'll look forward to seeing you when 2017 gets underway and we get to patch 3.4 because it'll be released later in January. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, Happy New Year, and this is Matthew at Novora Autism saying take care, and I'll see you soon.